Behemshech to the voice notes concerning grabbing Shirayim of the Rebbe, which the Rebbe was not so happy about, but on the other hand, sometimes he did say something positive about it. I also mentioned that the Bochrim used to be the waiters and would help in the kitchen by the Sudas Yontiv that the Rebbe would eat upstairs in the Friedrich Rebbe's apartment. So they would take the Rebbe's leftover food and they would eat it as Shirayim and they would give it to others, etc., etc. So somebody who was a Bar Samche told me all the details about something that he saw himself. And this was Achron Shel Pesach Tovshin Chavtes by the Suda of the Rebbe upstairs in the Friedrich Rebbe's apartment. The Seder was, as we know, in front was a place set for the Friedrich Rebbe's place. On the left side of the Friedrich Rebbe's place sat the Rebbe. After the Rebbe usually would do Reb Shmuel Levitten, then Rabbi Simpson if he was there, and then the others. There used to be Reb Zalman Teibel, etc., etc. One of the people that was usually invited was Rabbi Churgin. Usually a minion of Chassidim, of Elter Chassidim were invited, and amongst them was Rabbi Churgin. He came once from Eretz Yisrael and he stayed. He was all alone, was Elter Erid, so he was always invited to the Suda. But he didn't sit too close to the Rebbe. His seat was always further down. But by this meal, for some reason, Rabbi Churgin sat right next to the Rebbe. And the one that told me he doesn't know why. Maybe because he came early or they came late and he sat down. The place was empty. Whatever the reason is, he sat right next to the Rebbe. At the end of the meal, they put down apples on the table. The apples were not peeled. They were with the peel. The Rebbe took one apple, took the knife, and cut a third of the apple. And then with his knife, he scooped out the apple from that part and ate it. And the peel, or the end of the apple that was left over, he put to the apple, to the place where he cut the apple, this part from. And if you look from the outside, it looked like the apple was complete. As soon as the Rebbe put down this apple over there, he put it between himself and Rabbi Churgin. As soon as he put it down, Rabbi Churgin grabbed it and put it in his pocket. After benching, the Rebbe turned around to Rabbi Churgin and he said to him, "Do given der Apple? Wer hat genommen dem Apple? The apple was here. Who took the apple?" So Rabbi Churgin smiled. But then the Rebbe looked at him again and as if saying, "Who took the apple?" So finally he answered, "Ich habe genommen dem Apple. I took the apple. I have it." So the Rebbe said to him like this, "Ei birt nehmen dem Apple, was wird bleiben für die, was helfen da und warten auf nehmen dem Apple?" If you're going to take the apple, what's going to be left over for those who help here and waiting to take the apple? And Rabbi Churgin nevertheless did not put down the apple again, did not give it back. So what the Rebbe did was, he took another apple, and again with his knife cut a third of the apple, and with his knife he scooped out from inside, and the leftovers, with the peel, he put by this apple, like he did before, to this apple that looked like a whole apple. And this time, he put this apple, this whole apple, between himself and the Friedrich Rebbe's place. In other words, before he put it on his left side, between his place and Rabbi Churgin. And this time he put it on the other side, between his place and the Friedrich Rebbe's place. And you could see that he pushed it away, specially to make sure that Rabbi Churgin doesn't take it. And then the Rebbe left it there and the Rebbe left. So here we see that the Rebbe looked at this positively. He knew that they wanted to take the leftover of what the Rebbe ate from. And the Rebbe made sure that they'll have what to take. That's why he told Rabbi Churgin, if you'll take the apple, what will be left over for those that help here and are waiting to take it? And obviously the Rebbe looked at it in a positive way. So here we see another episode where we see that the Rebbe was positive concerning the fact that you take the Shirayim of his food.